San Diego Roots Sustainable Food Project is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to educate, cultivate, and empower sustainable food communities in San Diego County. Sustainable food is adopting practices in growing, processing, and transporting our food such that we could continue those processes in perpetuity.
It's a system where there isn't an excess of waste. You know, you're not putting in an overabundance of resources.
It just builds on itself to support itself and reduces all the negative impacts that we are currently seeing with commercialized agriculture.
Some of the negative effects of non-sustainable agriculture are really evident in the environmental crisis that we're facing.
There's a lot of problems right now in our ecosystem. Our streams are suffering from eutrophication and from just dying from pesticide application.
Our food is not healthy. Our food is killing us. There's all kinds of rampant diseases that are directly related to the quality of the food that we're eating or that's being given to us.
Economically, sustainable food's really too expensive right now for a lot of our people in our community. So the ones that are participating now are doing it so out of hobby and out of interest.
I think the main reason people are not eating more sustainably is because of the advent of the globalized food system, which made food cheap, but not any better, and pushing that into the fast food culture.
The past few decades of food in our culture have been fast food, easy food, microwave food. So going back to something that requires real attention is something really distant.
San Diego has more small farms than any county in the United States. Most of the food that is grown here is shipped out of the county, and nearly all the food that is eaten here is shipped back in. That seems like a little crazy to me.
You know, we're not taught necessarily all the time to seek out local resources. So it's something, you know, it takes a little bit of effort to become educated, and it goes back to that thing of like knowing where your food comes from and, you know, valuing that.
People live fast-paced lives, and we hope that we can have some kind of impact by exposing people to good food. There's a lot of restaurants in San Diego that we promote and network with that use local ingredients, and we encourage people to say, hey, go to this restaurant, eat here, they support local farms. All the grocery stores that are popping up that are selling local produce are exposing local artisans and people that are making their own food and selling it there at those grocery stores. We just started going to the farmers market in Imperial Beach, and we're going to be accepting WIC shortly so that people can use those dollars to help pay for their food. And it's definitely a long-term goal of ours to be more present in the community around us here in Imperial Beach, to be that resource.
If you're supporting a sustainable food system that isn't using pesticides, that isn't using like aggressive farming practices, you're going to create more habitat for native ecology, you know, native animals, native plants, and hopefully bustling local food systems, you know, many different farms, greater access to healthy food, local food, fresh food. If we have more of these things, then they become more affordable.
My biggest piece of advice, if you're interested in being part of the local food movement, is that you already are part of the local food movement.
If you want to join the local food movement, it's trying to find it within yourself to really have that drive to go and enter in, because it's hard to make those lifestyle shifts.
If you shop at a farmer's market, you're part of the local food movement. If you visited a farm stand, you're part of the local food movement. Just become more aware of where your food comes from.
Anyone can start a little garden or a little plot in their yard. Even if you live in an apartment, you know, you can still grow a little bit of food.
We encourage people to come down to the farm on Saturdays, shake the hand of their farmers, and get their hands dirty and really connect with the natural environment that we have here.
We're really open to volunteers and the public in general. All they would have to do is shoot us an email or just stop by the farm. Our farm is open, you know, Monday through Saturday. So like with anything, you know, like why is it important to know anything? Like why is it important to be educated or have knowledge about something so that we can make informed decisions?
It's about building community. It's about using agriculture as a platform for education.
It's really everybody understanding and participating in not being subject to the food system, but being participants with the food system.
You know, you're putting money back into your system. You're putting money back into the community. You know, by supporting local food systems, sustainable food systems, you're providing jobs within your community.
Really, it's about educating people how to grow their own food as best we can and just experience this different way of living.
It's vast, but I think it's important. When we started this, nobody was talking about it, and now they are. So I just think the future is huge, expanding, and we've only just begun.